Blessings everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make an immune boosting tea. It's going to be really good for the cold and flu season, which is what we're into right now. Even here in Florida, the temperatures have dropped a lot and it is fluctuating. So a lot of people are coming to work sick, they're going to school sick. So we definitely want to boost our immune system. So we're going to start off with ginger, turmeric, and fevergrass. And this is what I actually cut off from the bush that is growing outside in my garden. And these, I just got the turmeric and the ginger from Publix, and that's what we're going to be using for today. If your symptoms are more severe and you're really going through it, I would definitely add some ginger to this recipe, as well as lemon. All right, so let's get started. All right, so first things first, we're gonna add some water into this pot and go ahead and start cutting up these ingredients. All right, so I'm just gonna start off with the fevergrass. Have that in there, and then I'm gonna add some water. All right, so I'm just starting off with the fevergrass. I'm just gonna have that in there while I cut up the ginger and the turmeric. All right, so I'm just gonna cut the turmeric and the ginger into decent sized pieces. They don't need to be super small, but I mean, depending on how you're feeling, if you're really sick, you might want to, when the tea is finished at the bottom of your cup, you can kind of chew on the pieces of ginger and turmeric. So if that's the case, you might want to, cut them kind of small like this so you can chew on it afterwards. So that might sound a little odd if you're not used to that, but definitely when you're you got that sore throat and everything, you definitely will appreciate that. Okay, so now at this point you will have turmeric fingers or turmeric hands, because all of that that's going to be rubbing off on your hands. So just be careful because it does stain. So make sure you wash your hands in between. And now we are all set to go ahead and put this in our pot with the fevergrass. All right, so at this point, I'm just going to continue to let this boil. I'm going to put a lid on top of it and let it kind of just boil for about 10 minutes or so. And then with this, you can definitely add a little bit of water to it if it's too strong for you. But this amount is really good. It's going to be pretty strong, pretty potent. And what you can do is you can put it in a like a thermal cup, something like this. And then as it cools, you can put it in the fridge, and then you can always warm it up later on. So if you need to make a big batch of it, maybe like the night before you go to work or something like that, you can always do that. Once it cools, put it in the fridge, and then you can always pour it back in the pot and use it as you need to. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pour some tea into the cup with a strainer. And you definitely want to make sure you use this because some of the part of the skin, as well as the fevergrass, sometimes that does strip a little bit, and you definitely don't want that irritating your throat, especially if you have mucus already. These little things will definitely irritate it. So definitely strain it. And my favorite part to add is the honey. So right now I have some honey right here. Again, I got this from Publix as well. If you are in a situation where you can get raw honey, obviously that would be the best option. but if not, you can just use the best honey that you can find at the grocery store. And then, like I was saying earlier, if you need to kind of like chew on the turmeric or the ginger, you can just go ahead and put a little bit of that on there. All right, so I just added a little bit of honey to mine, which is my favorite part because it cuts through all of the bitterness. So right now it's just tasting like lemon and ginger with a little bit of honey. If your symptoms are more severe, like I said earlier, you definitely want to add a little bit of garlic to it, as well as lemon. And you can add a little bit more honey too, so that way you don't notice the garlic that much. But yes, this is definitely an amazing recipe. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this tea, and I hope that this was very informative and helpful for you. If you are not feeling well, I hope you all feel better soon, and definitely stay consistent with this because it will definitely help you in the long run as well. All right, until next time, stay blessed.